reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander.
Ooh,
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
we have scars on our face since when?
Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
This is some kind of doom stuff, isn't it?
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Yeah. Let me just quick save here. Oh, saving content on the bottom left. Alright. So we got an awful lot of renegade points and paragon points. Wait a minute, all of those were imported from the previous time. Okay, what's
You
B?
don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Actually, I have an awful lot of time. Sadly, my inventory doesn't work. Oh, look at this. We've got a huge codex on our hands right now. That would be awesome. And a ton of credits. Oh no. I did go on a little shopping spree. Maybe this is the reason why I only have like 100 and whatever. Oh boy. Medi-Gel, heavy weapon armor. Ooh. This game uses an ammo system. I totally forgot about that. And I don't like it. Alright. So, let's get ourselves these pistols.
Focus, Shepard. Get the pistol and armor from the locker.
Whoa, that was quick.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Okay. Is there nothing else that I could read up here? What if I just get a little closer to those canisters?
Hurry, find some cover.
Ah, yeah, we got time, What does it say? Blah, blah, blah. Breach insecurity.
Damn it, Shepard. The blast from those canisters will kill you. Get into cover.
Really? Really? Okay, let's just continue. I could wait that out.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Oh, look at this. This is actually not automatic. You have to use a spacebar in order to get into cover. So it does not... Yeah, so you don't get like sucked into
Find a thermal clip and get moving.
cover mode all the time. Alright. Oh, yeah. Cover. Cover. But you know what? The beginning and everything is a very good spot to... Well, get the codex right and all of this stuff. So let's just make that. Right. That's actually a lot of codex entries. It would be nice though. How do I know which one of those is new? Yeah, none of them is marked. But it would be... I want to listen to a different kind of music right now. So let's just get out of here. And then we are going to have a little... Can I just walk over this? Yes. And then we are going to have a little codex episode later.
To try holding the mechs off.
What mechs? Oh yeah, this game had mechs. So hold W to vault. Spacebar. Right. Oh, these mechs. Don't I have like any abilities ready for that? Yeah, wait. We're not wasting any ammunition, not now. I could get some tech armor. That was the 7, I believe. This could be a 3. Yes. Skaboosh! Merciless. Okay, so the damage is okay. Ooh, look at how quickly that one recharges. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is amazing.
Moving, we need to get to the shuttles.
Compared to the... I think this is there to counteract the fact that you have to pick up ammunition constantly. It lowered the cooldown of all of the abilities. And also the throw is a projectile that gets thrown that actually triggers the effect. So it's not a mental throw. They really did some nice improvements on that one. And this is our beautiful tech armor. Oh, so beautiful. Better than the previous Sentinel actually had a biotic barrier. And H, by the way, is the holster again. We look like a tank. Oh, that is ridiculous. Isn't a bit on the nose, though? And I want that tech armor to be on the face as well. So there doesn't seem to be anything around here. Alright. The thing is, if we... Oh! Can I just pick this up? No. An icon meaning like we have full ammo. Right, that's nice. So, quick save and onwards. Do we see any more?
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Oh.
Take cover.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I do have some shields. There they are. Auto aim. And skaboosh. Let's go for the other one. Look at this. This is so nice. You can target at them, right? And if you move the cursor a little to the side and shoot again, you can throw this in an arc. This is so beautifully done. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, there's another one. We're just going to use, like... We have to, like, aim at them. Oh, this is so sweet. The way the projectile actually goes around in the corner in an arc is just so nice. So sweet, so sweet, so sweet. Can I... Come on.
Allied force casualty.
Oh, there's another one. So, how do I... The thing is, I cannot go around corners. I can do this, and I can turn around. Okay. But I cannot... Yeah, I cannot sneak around. Interestingly enough. So, yeah, we got 12 shots for that one. I mean, I can use a few of those rounds right now. For the moment, we have the whole game in front of us, which means a lot of opportunity to find ammunition. And M does not open up our map. Why not? Ah, because it's grayed out in its tutorial stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's just shoot once right now. I want to know how this thing works. Nice. Oh, look at the way they... There's a streak here. That's also pretty sweet. So... Oh, not again! Jesus. Why did they not fix that? What is this? Why? How? Wait a minute. I did a reload, didn't I? What if I use an ability? Okay, abilities work. If I do this, then this works. I cannot get behind a... Okay, I can't cover anywhere. But somehow, I think this could work. Okay. I'm still looking. What did I do in order to fix that? Oh, now it works. Okay. So, Yeah, so, sometimes the character looks one way, and the controls are also pointing the same direction. So it is a bit weird. Don't know why it does. Oh no!
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Okay, quick question. Why are the mechs going haywire on here? What happened? Something weird's going on. Dead soldier. Take grenade launcher.
More
Yes.
reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher off. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Where are they coming? That door. Alright. Hold left shift to select your grenade launcher. Sure. Move your mouse over the weapon bar at the bottom. Oh, now it opens up. Okay. Rapid fire. Rapid fire. Effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. The pistol is reliable, accurate sidearm. Effective against armor, weak against shields, and biotic barriers. Great. And all of them seem to have like different kind of ammo. Oh boy.
They've seen us.
No. I'm not going to waste it against these fellows. That would be a bit much. I'm going to just use abilities against them. I don't know when I will be able to get my grenade launcher ready. Oh, look at that. Those drones actually... Oh no.
Take the elevator down to one
Detonate.
floor.
Maybe I should change to a different kind of weapon. Wait a minute. Is there a options, controls? No, key binding. And then there is... Where's the thing? Okay, next weapon and previous weapon. What I want is weapon 1 and not quick slot. Quick slot is abilities and not weapons. Yeah, that's a bit iffy. So this game, compared to the other one, cycles through weapons, and it does not have a specific selection for a weapon. Which is a wee bit iffy, to be honest. Don't like that. Okay, so can we at least... Okay, we have to be very careful which weapon we are going to choose. Are you... Well, you have to use that menu over here, and then you can choose a specific weapon. And then you are going to choose between the last two with the X button again. I don't think you need to do anything else than that. Well, this is a bit iffy now.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Wait a minute. How long can we actually run?
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shepard, read me. I've got this closing in on my position. Can't run. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10 seconds. 10 seconds you can run, and then there's some kind of recharge time for that. Okay. Oh. Look at that. The cooldown on the abilities is shared, so you can only use one ability at a time. And not go from one ability to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. This is something that I did not have in mind here. Wait a minute. I have to check this out later though. But if the abilities actually share a cooldown, then having multiple abilities does not improve the playstyle of the character, which means we have to play this game differently. Not only because of the ammunitions, but also because of the abilities that we are given. I wouldn't have thought of that though. It's I wanted to spam abilities. This is why I chose the Sentinel. But okay, at least we got the tech armor though. At least we got that. Alright, let's see. Access data logs, yes. See what we got.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise
Hey, I am biosynthetic fused. Whatever that means. Okay, anything else?
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Poor Wilson has to do it for free. So... Oh, 1,700 credits. That was nice. How do we even know how... Okay, yeah, this was the credits of this, the heavy ammo. I don't have any Medi-Gel. I want to read... That's... okay, we are going to do this on the... I wanted to say Normandy, but no, this is not the thing. Also interesting, look at this. I mean, if we are holstering the weapon, the UI is gone, and you can save and you see the green text on the bottom left. But if we hold a weapon, then the overlay is on the same position. Oh no. How do I do that? And I looked the other way. Oh, come on, it was...
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Ah, come on. You don't know her yet.
Hostile!
Oh. Hostile who?
Shepard, what the hell?
Yeah. Wait a minute. The black guy might be Jacob.
Come on over!
Powers cannot be used during cooldown. Yeah, I know.
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Yes. Ah, sweet. Well, I do kind of know you, but from a different life. Well, you...
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Alright. Just a few questions. Yeah, just a few questions.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Thank you. And where is that here?
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
And the crew?
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Wait. He's a biotic! Yeah, look at that. How convenient. Alright. So he has pistols only. How much ammunition does he actually have? And which, wait a minute, he's on the left side. Yeah, that means this one.
Right!
Oh, he's doing a decent amount of
I'll
damage.
hit him with a biotic power.
Yeah, I know. Could I maybe...
Come on over! Drop!
Target an enemy to use pull, yeah, so
That's it.
oh, sweet, nice. Let's do it. Whoa. That was not intended though. But now you can use abilities of 2 characters in the hotbar. That's actually quite nice.
I got it.
I mean, you could also do this like this and give yourself a few seconds to think about what you're gonna do. But still. And down it. No, doesn't go. I'm not going to waste any ammunition here. Maybe I should have gone for a dab, but
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Everything. Okay. Shepard's injuries. My injuries. Okay, first, Jacob, who are you?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Mm-hmm. Right. You mentioned Miranda.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
Well, it didn't sound good.
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Alright, now about the injuries.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Cutting edge, huh?
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Nice.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Awful lot of money. 4 bloody billion. Okay, and who's attacking the station right now?
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Could be Wilson. Maybe he wants his money. Okay, about my crew.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Very nice. How does he know that though? But okay, well they know.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Well, the Alliance is human, but still. We're going to find them.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Eh? Come on. We're gonna get back. Okay, let's get out of here.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Right. The more you know. Okay, so there is this thing. Do we need it? No. Oh, look at that. Data pad.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Oh, so a relationship kind of thing. That may backfire. Look at that. They don't want to shoot you. Great. Except for me. I'm gonna shoot at everything that moves. So... There's a little bit of blood down here. Whoa. Okay. I do get some fear, kinda.
We've been spotted.
Wait, wait.
Gotta hurt!
Ah!
Have a nice trip!
Perfect. Maybe I should, like... Yeah, you have to use spacebar for that.
You're done!
Powers cannot be used during cooldown, sure.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
The idea for the mechs is to defend the station. So everything seems to be out. Strange sounds coming from the pipes. Seems to be okay.
Oh god. They found me. Help.
Oh.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god. I'm hit. They shot me.
Oh no. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Why is everything in here so... Several... Ooh.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Why? I mean, I can understand it because we are somewhat... Well, we have the Prothean knowledge in us. This is why we are so important compared to, like, any other being in here. Because we connected with the beacon. But, the rest... The rest is somewhat etherical. Ethereal.
Down here!
Okay, there we got Wilson, finally.
Bastards got me in the leg!
Yeah, I remember you, yes.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-Gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-Gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Yes. Gonna do that in a moment. Just let me look around real quick. What happens if I go further, though? This seems like a combat area with... Oh! You're supposed to throw this. Make this thing go boom, it seems. Let's get some Medi-Gel and hold 2... Oh, wait, he's actually part of my team. Blocked right now. Neural whatever thing. Move your mouse over the Unity power. Right. Revive any wounded fallen squad mate.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't trust any of you yet. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, it definitely doesn't matter. Do we trust them? No, but we don't need to tell them that.
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Interesting, but you tried to help me. Yeah, either way, we can't help her. Can't we? Wait. Maybe not. Yes.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Look at this. Droids. So, let's see, what's this thing? Overload, massive energy blast, overpower shields, and synthetic enemies. Let's see how this one works.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
That was awfully good. Let's put this up here.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Oh no, a three-headed dog. Oh no. Never heard of them. This is not true. We heard of them. That sounds familiar. Why would Cerberus save me? Yeah.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
What makes the Elusive Man so elusive?
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Huh, the G-Man. Well, I never worked for Cerberus. We are working for them right now. We can figure this out later. We'd better have answers, sure. But let's just go.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Oh, and even more Codex entries. Yes. I want my ship. Oh, we got renegade points. How? -1. And +1 Medi-Gel. Okay, there's an awful lot of achievements popping up. And they're extremely huge. They take up an awful lot of space. They could be like half as big. Maybe. What do we got here? Oh, credits! Thank you, dead people. Any more? No. So, this on cooldown, yeah. Can I... No, I don't get any technical detail on the ability. Like how long the cooldown is or how much damage it does. I think I can get that in the unit window. Ooh, ooh. Whew, okay, let's overload those fellows. I want automatic snapping back. That was actually kind of cool.
Nice trick.
The icon for cool doesn't really look like the icon for cool. I just love that. He goes. It's awesome. It feels so much better, that kind of combat. It's amazing. There's not much that has changed, but just the way it's implemented, it's just so great. I cannot save. Okay, that means there are still enemies around, and somehow there's no... The radar just doesn't want to stay on. Where am I even going? Okay. So, my guess is there are an awful lot of enemies up there. And someone up there. And, don't know where I'm going. I could go to the right, I could go to the left. In both cases, it's a somewhat higher ground situation. Door goes here.
They've seen us.
Ah, that's not good. So, I want Wilson to actually target someone else. The thing is, I cannot... The targeting system takes the closest object in here. There you go. Maybe it works. Can I? He used the ability, but I did not actually target anyone. Alright. So, let's just have... No! Didn't work. It did not work. I'm dealing far too little damage. Okay. Wait for it. Oh, the sensitivity is extremely high. Wait a minute. Is there a way to change the sensitivity so it, that's the wrong one? Could be controls. Mouse sensitivity. The thing is, mouse sensitivity, yes, can go high, but I want aim sensitivity and normal sensitivity to be different things. Oh no, wait a minute. What does it say? Shooting configuration. Standard shooting configuration. What's that? Southpaw. Left-handed. No. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay. I need... Like, this is extremely quick. I will not be able to aim properly like that. That's not nice. Or maybe I need to activate mouse stamping. Wait a minute. Mouse stamping on. There you go. I don't like it at all. But right now, yes, perfect. Okay. That's just one teensy weensy issue. Okay. I'm not quite able to move around properly. Whatever. Let's get to the next one. There you go. Oh, it's gonna be used. Why not? Alright. Why is that not supposed to be a... Okay. Okay. We're good. Perfect. We are good. Perfect. Okay, wait a minute. Options. Controls. It's 50. Let's go for like... Let's go for 70 on this one. So...
Field is clear.
Nope. Not quite there. Maybe I should go to like 80 or something like that. There you go. And wait a minute. If I fling to the left, if I fling to the right, that's always to the left side, to the right side, never backwards. Alright, so that there's always a 180 degree thingy. That's good. And then I can also aim very slowly. Okay, perfect. So we got another data pad. Credits, nice. And a lappy toppy.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Oh, thank you, Wilson. Okay, hacking. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. When you found two matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. I have no idea what I need to do. Okay, let's just read this again, just to get an idea of how it could be. The mini-game in the first one was a little easier. Highlight individual nodes. Okay, find matching symbols. Yes. When you found two matching symbols, select them to complete the... Okay. So, is this memory or whatever? How does that work? Start bypass. This one. This one. It's basically memory on steroids. Okay. Easy. And we got credits. Nice. Actually, I wanted to check if you can mess this up. Or if you can do this again and again and again. Or maybe the amount of credits just goes down as some kind of punishment for messing up. I don't know if they implemented something like that. I hope not. So, open Sasami.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
Huh.
What the hell are you doing?
That's unexpected.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Uh-huh. So... that's your idea of a due process? Oh, now you can't question it. Yes. I knew he was lying. Do we? Okay, what happens now? But now we can't question him.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I should like your attitude or not.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Well, alright. What happens now?
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yeah. Let's just get everything up and running. Location. What's that?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Any other survivors?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Mm-hmm. And what if someone else is still alive?
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Right. Can we at least deactivate the mechs or something? Get an override? But okay, what's this destination?
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Really? And what if I don't come along?
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Mm-hmm. Mechs don't really rot. Maybe they rust a little bit. And what's this Lazarus project?
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like much. Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Understandable. We're the MVP. Now.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Snarky. Oh, we are in space. Okay. A hyperdrive shuttle. Interesting.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Oh boy. I can't save in conversation still. Alright, 2 years.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin. Do you remember taking on some Batarian slavers?
Maybe. I lost a lot of people. We're done here. I did what was necessary. Yeah, we did lose a lot of people.
Most of my squad died in that fighting. They call me the Butcher of Torfin. I wish there'd been another way.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I didn't leave him behind. It was a hard choice.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
That one looks beautiful, 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 beautiful. Talk to the elusive man.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Huh. What's the other room? Examine the door. Is it this room?
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
They say other room. Okay. That one might be important. Okay. So, looks like we are going to have a little Codex episode. There we go. A little condition. So, let's see. Also, let's just make sure that we're going to create another save file here. Just in case. Righty. Awful lot of stuff to read. Starting with aliens. Council races. The Asari.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Salarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
How do they bring actually other life into this world, though? Do they lay eggs like the Salarians?
The second species to join the Citadel, the Salarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Salarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Salarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Salarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Salarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellion several centuries later. Salarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on. Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Salarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other 2 races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the 2 species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Right. And extinct races.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kajay, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
So, then we got non-council races.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space. The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
And the Geth.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
And the Hanar.
The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face-name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kaje, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
And the Krogans.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Salarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Salarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Salarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed.
Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians. Not Salarians, okay. That's weird. Huh. The thing is, they mentioned the self-inflicted nuclear winter, right? They this one. A brutal primitive species struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. How do you do this without modern technology? That's kind of weird. It's really weird. Alright. Anyway, Quarians.
Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth, and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
The Quarians may not like that. Okay, Reapers.
A myth common to several cultures in the galaxy. Reapers were imagined to be space monsters who consumed entire stars. Archaeologists and mythologists attempting to uncover sources for such myths have yielded little, except interstellar religious themes of all-consuming devils common to primitive cultures.
And my personal favorite, the Volus.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Right. So these are all the 3 races-ish. Next one is... How much more do we actually have? Okay. Citadel and Galactic Government.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it. Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Salarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
And the organizations.
Immediately following the First Contact War, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. Derided as survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the manifesto and its anonymous author soon fell off the media radar. But in 2165, terrorists stole antimatter from the SSV Geneva. The sole figure arrested named his sponsor Cerberus. Throughout the 2160s and 2170s, alleged Cerberus agents assassinated politicians, sabotaged starships bearing Ezo, and conducted nightmarish experiments on aliens and humans. Denounced as human supremacist, Cerberus calls itself human survivalist. Counter-terror experts speculate Cerberus may have changed leadership with its recent shift to stockpiling ships, agents, and weapons. Whether he, she, or they, the elusive man hides his finances hidden behind shell companies. Few doubt he will kill anyone attempting to expose him.
But we know the truth, or at least as much as we can. Ships and vehicles.
The Systems Alliance space vehicle Normandy is a prototype starship created as a joint human and Turian venture. A frigate optimized for reconnaissance missions, the vessel uses state-of-the-art stealth technology. Most ships generate tremendous heat that is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space. The Normandy, however, temporarily sinks this heat within its hull. Because of exterior hull refrigeration, the ship can travel undetected for hours, or drift passively for days of covert observation. That heat sinking carries the risk of cooking the crew alive if the stored heat is not eventually radiated. Also contributing to stealth is the Normandy's revolutionary Tantalus drive, a Mass Effect core double the standard size. The Tantalus generates mass concentrations that the Normandy falls into, allowing it to move without the use of heat-emitting thrusters.
Nice. Technology. Oh, that might be the Mass Effect.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create Mass Effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce Mass Effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system. When subjected to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed Element 0, or EZO, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect is used in countless ways, from generating artificial gravity to manufacturing high-strength construction materials. It is most prominently used to enable faster-than-light space travel. EZO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars. These are dangerous places to mine, requiring extensive use of robotics, telepresence, and shielding to survive the incredible radiation from the dead star. Only a few major corporations can afford the setup costs required to work these primary sources. Humanity discovered refined Element 0 at the Prothean research station on Mars, allowing them to create mass effect fields and develop FTL travel. Element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with Mass Effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass Effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
And as we say, the relay.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species. Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni-tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
And the weapon and equipment.
Medi-Gel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the Certa Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medi-Gel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
Nice. Just make your product good enough and everyone is happy. And what kind of secondary stuff do we have? Look at that. An awful lot more. So, council races. What's here? The Asari Biology. Asari have a robust cellular regenerative system. While they do not heal faster than other species, Asari are known to reach 1,000 years of age. Although Asari have one gender, they are not asexual. An Asari provides 2 copies of her own genes to her offspring, and the second set is altered in a unique process called melding. During melding, an Asari consciously attunes her nervous system to her partner's, sending and receiving electrical impulses directly through the skin. The partner can be another Asari, or an alien of either gender. Effectively, the Asari and her partner briefly become one unified nervous system. This unique means of reproduction is the reason Asari are talented biotics. Their evolved ability to consciously control nerve impulses is very similar to biotic training. Asari believe that their offspring acquire the best qualities of the father from the melding genes, but evidence is anecdotal. Asari pass through 3 climacteric life stages, marked by biochemical and physiological changes. The maiden stage begins at birth and is marked by the drive to explore and experience. Most young Asari are curious and restless. The matron stage of life begins around the age of 350, though it can be triggered earlier if the individual melts frequently. This period is marked by a desire to settle in one area and raise children. The matriarch stage begins around 700, or earlier if the individual melts rarely. Matriarchs become active in their community as sages and counselors, dispensing wisdom from centuries of experience. While each stage of life is marked by strong biological tendencies, individuals do make unexpected life choices. For example, there are maidens who stay close to home rather than explore, matrons who would rather work than build a family, and matriarchs who have no interest in common affairs. An awful lot more. Okay. I shouldn't stop in between because I don't know if there's any new stuff here. Gets ticked off immediately. The Asari Culture. Because of their long lifespan, Asari tend to have a long view, not common in other races. When they encounter a new species or situation, the Asari are more comfortable with an extended period of passive observation and study than immediate action. They are unfazed that some of their investments or decisions may not pay off for decades or centuries. Matriarchs can seem to make incomprehensible decisions, but their insight is evident when their carefully laid plans come to fruition. In interstellar relations, this long view manifests in an unspoken policy of centrism. The Asari instinctively seek to maintain stable balances of economic, political, and military power. Traditionally, Asari spread their influence through cultural domination and intellectual superiority. They invite new species of advanced development to join the galactic community, knowing that their ideals and beliefs will inevitably influence the existing culture. And the government. The Asari came late to the concept of world government. For centuries, their homeworld of Thessia was dotted with loose confederacies of great republican cities. The closest earthly equivalent would be the ancient Mediterranean city-states. Since the Asari culture values consensus and accommodation, there was little impetus to form large principalities. Rather than hoard resources, the Asari bartered freely. Rather than attack one another over differing philosophies, they sought to understand one another. Only in the information age did the city-states grow close. Communication over internet evolved into an electronic democracy. Asari have no politicians or elections, but a free-wheeling, all-inclusive legislature that citizens can participate in at will. Policy debates take place at all hours of the day in official chat rooms and forums, moderated by specially programmed virtual intelligences. All aspects of policy are open to plebiscite at any time. In any given debate, the Asari tend to lend the most credence to the opinions of any matriarchs present, nearly always deferring to the experience of these millennia-old wise women. Achieving consensus through public debate may take too long in a crisis. In cases where prompt, decisive action is required, the Asari defer to the wisdom of local matriarchs. It's a very interesting system. It's like the stuff that happens once democracy is like the current, at least, is done for. It's basically, yeah, this is where it will have to go to at one point. Let's see. Asari Military Doctrine. The Asari military resembles a collection of tribal warrior bands with no national structure. Each community organizes its own unit as the locals see fit and elect a leader to command them. Units from populous cities are large and well equipped, while those from farm villages may be only a few women with small arms. There's no uniform. Everyone wears what they like. The Asari military is not an irregular militia. However, those who serve are full-time professionals. The average Asari huntress is in the maiden stage of her life and has devoted 20 to 30 years to studying the martial arts. Asari chose to be warriors at a young age, and their education from the point is dedicated to sharpening the mind and body for that sole purpose. When they retire, they possess an alarming proficiency for killing. Huntresses fight individually or in pairs, depending on the tactics preferred in their target. One-on-one, a huntress is practically unbeatable, possessing profound tactical insights, a hunter's eye and a dancer's grace, and alacrity. Biotics are common enough that some capability is a requirement to be trained as a huntress. Lack of biotic talent excludes a young Asari from military service. While fluid and mobile, Asari can't stand up in a firestorm the way a Krogan, Turian or human could. Since their units are small and typically lack heavy armor and support weapons, they are almost incapable of fighting a conventional war, particularly only of a defensive nature. So Asari units typically undertake special operation missions. Like any army of ninja, they are adept at ambush, infiltration, and assassination, demoralizing and defeating their enemies through intense, focused guerrilla strikes. As a popular Turian saying puts it, the Asari are the finest warrior in the galaxy. Fortunately, there are not many of them. And the Asari Religion. The pantheistic mainstream Asari religion is Asari, which translates roughly as all is one. The faithful agree on certain core truths. The universe is a consciousness. Every life within it is an aspect of a greater whole, and death is a merging of one's spiritual energy back into the greater universal consciousness. Asarists don't specifically believe in reincarnation. They believe that spiritual energy returned to the universal consciousness upon death will eventually be used to fill new mortal vessels. Asari become popular after the Asari left their homeworld and discovered their ability to meld with nearly any form of life. This ability is seen as proof that all life is fundamentally similar. Asari priestesses see their role as promoting unity between disparate shards of the universe's awarenesses. Before the rise of Asari pantheism, Asari religions were as diverse as their political opinions. The strongest survivors of those days is the monotheistic religion, worshipping the goddess Athame. Like the Asari, the goddess cycles through the tribal aspect of maiden, matron, and matriarch. And there will be an awful lot more, but my tongue is going to dry out if I'm not careful. Alright. That will be a ton of stuff. Holy crap. Okay. Let's make it so that I'm going to read a few of those codexes always at the end of the episode. So that the whole thing stays somewhat in line. It could take ages for me. And yeah, if you read an awful lot of stuff, then at one point your tongue just becomes extremely dry. And you should stop. That's really weird. You just can't talk anymore. Alright, let's just quickly look at the squad for now. Right now we only have like one, and the level up screen is extremely simple. Instead of having a ton of points, we have specific upgrades. One for each stage, it seems. So we have like the throwing abilities with 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. Oh, also we just have 6 squad points. They say squad points, but does it mean like the whole squad or just me? It's just... Actually, I don't know. What if I level up myself and the others are then just thrown out? Oh, that wouldn't be good. Okay, anyway. The Paragon stuff is also not that many slots there. That's interesting. So this one is just 4 points, big points. They kind of reduced everything a little bit. They turned 1,000 different sections into just a few. Interesting. Purchase rank, auto level up, no. Undo talents. Aha. So, let's see. Let's read up through all of this. We have experience to next level 500, health 200, and shield. There you go. Finally, we got some shields in here. The naming is always green though, which understandable, but okay. So what do we got? We got throw. Using Mass Effect fields hurls targets away and damages them if they hit objects. So I have to throw them into walls or something. So it's like 500, 700, 900, and what's number 4? We can choose between 2 other upgrades. And also, do we have like recharge time 3 seconds? The recharge time seems to be always the same. Then we have a throw field and a heavy throw. What's this one? Heavy throw, fling a single enemy with unparalleled momentum, smashing it against walls with hurricane force. It says that, but I don't know the numbers, which is very annoying. Throw field. Your mastery of biotic throws allows you to hurl multiple targets into the air simultaneously. This is very good. This is very good, but I don't know how the aim actually works in this one. Anyway, what do we need to get this one? Requires throw rank 2. The warp. A Mass Effect field damages enemy targets and stops health regeneration. Detonates any biotic powers already affecting the target, such as pull or singularity, causing further damage. Effective against armor and biotic ability. Aha! So this is a thing that you can use ping pong with. Like one of your teammates uses pull, such as pull or singularity, or maybe lift. No, wait a minute. Pull is lift. Anyway, something that makes the enemy just lift up from the ground or fly. So this one has a recharge of 6 seconds, damage 120, detonation radius 3 meters, which is actually very interesting. But detonation force 400. Interesting. So if there is a biotic ability present, this stuff happens. Otherwise, we only deal normal damage. Interesting. So then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and whatnot. And we have a heavy warp. The damage is hugely increased. I don't know which damage, but okay. And the unstable warp increases the blast radius when warp detonates biotic effects. Okay, so the radius is bigger, meaning we can target more targets like that. There's just one TNCB issue. It's always better to have more damage than to have better AoE. I think, because I'm always focusing on what am I usually focusing? I'm usually focusing bosses and so on. So that's important. Next up, the tech armor, also available right now. Generates an energy armor suit that boosts your shields when the armor is destroyed. It sends out a pulse of energy, knocking back and damaging all nearby enemies, which is nice if there are actually enemies nearby. So the pulse radius is 7 meters, a little bit of a 100 Newton push, and which I think is actually not that much. Or is it? Bollocks, I was actually looking into it, how much 1 Newton actually is. But I forgot how much that is. But I think 100 newtons is actually pretty much on the high side. Whatever. And there's also step damage. Shield strength plus so much of maximum shields. Yeah, so the higher our shield is, the better this one becomes, because it's a percentage. So 50% of maximum shield. Yeah, I have to increase my shield somewhat, and then the whole thing becomes even stronger. It's really cool. And the nice thing is, it has a recharge time, yes, but the duration is until it is destroyed, which means it's active forever, pretty much. So the upgrades are okay. And then we have this one here. If you look into the wiki for the abilities, you actually see numbers for this. I don't know if you actually see the numbers in here as well once you reach that stage, but I don't know. Anyway, we got Assault Armor. It greatly increases the effect of the energy pulse when the armor gets destroyed, increasing its damage force and radius. Also provides a shield boost when the armor gets destroyed, which is very interesting. Why do we get a shield boost? Anyway, Power Armor. Greatly increases the armor's strength and provides a damage bonus to all powers while the armor is active. So now the real question is, what should we do? Make the AoE of the ability better so that the damage is higher? Or we are going to increase our powers? I mean, it says all powers within the armor. It could be any, yeah, it could pretty much be any power. Let's just hope it's not just biotic stuff. Next one, Overload. It needs tech armor level 2. You fire an electromagnetic pulse that inflicts massive damage on shields and synthetic enemies. Recharge time 6 seconds and impact radius 1.2 meters. Shield and synthetic damage 120 points. Synthetic damage, meaning that if we were to use Overload on a biological enemy, then as long as they have shields, they take damage, and once the shield is gone, Overload may not work anymore. Something to keep in mind. Alright, in addition to a massive damage on shields and synthetic enemies, Overload now briefly stuns synthetic foes if the target's resistances are down. What do they mean by resistance? But okay. Stun length 3 seconds, okay. Weapon overheat. Oh, okay, so it gets additional properties. Very nice. Electromagnetic pulse punishes shields and synthetic enemies even more severely. It now also has the capability to overheat enemy weapons. There you go. Overheating enemy weapons is one very, very nice feat, because now you can also use it against biological enemies. Any biological enemies. Actually, synthetic enemies may not even feel the heat of the weapon, but alright. So what about this one? Does this one get anything else? No. This one just gets bigger numbers. Same with that one here, just bigger numbers. Right. And then we have Heavy Overload and Area Overload. But first the Heavy. Greatly increases Overload's damage, destabilizes synthetic enemies, causing them to explode when destroyed. The Area Overload greatly increases the explosion radius of Overload, making it easier to hit multiple targets. Explosion Overload radius. I mean 1.2 right now. I don't know what the radius will be afterwards, but right. Anyway, we got Cryoblast. Your Omni-tool fires a mass of supercooled subatomic particles capable of snap freezing impacted targets. Recharge time 4 point something seconds. Impact radius 1.2 and freeze duration 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Freeze duration goes up a little bit. We don't deal any damage with it, but maybe you can trigger something. Full Cryo Blast. This cryo weapon spray is engineered to maximize your chances of freezing multiple targets. A deep cryoblast, the blast potency and freeze duration are nearly unmatched by any other cryogenic weapon. So the duration gets higher, sure. Blast potency. We got impact radius, recharge time, blast potency. Nothing in here says anything about recharge time though. Anyway. Oh, there's also a general description. You just click on the name instead. But okay. Defender. A balance of mental conditioning and scientific know-how. Improves the recharge time of your powers and your Paragon and Renegade scores. Balance of mental conditioning and scientific know-how. Recharge time of your powers and I mean recharge time better is always nice. Paragon Renegade, yeah, why not? And also higher health is also highly welcome. I mean, I could just get Defender for this one. And then I'm gonna get... yeah, I need Warp and I need Overload somewhat. That would be nice. Alright, anyway. Somewhat the same. Health goes up and whatnot. Guardian. Further reduces power, recharging time, and increases Paragon and Renegade scores. Raider. Slightly reduces power, recharging time, and increases the damage inflicted by your powers. So, reduces power... No, further... Doesn't this further reduce the recharge time and increase Paragon and Renegade points. And this one says slightly reduce power, recharging time, and increase damage infliction. This is 15. You don't know which one will be the higher one. I think I'm just going to use some squad points in here. And funnily enough, we just gained Paragon points for this. And with a little bit of luck, we can even we can even gain some choices beforehand. So this is actually maybe quite handy for later. So let's look at the journal here. Prologue, Awakening. Talk to the elusive man. No assignments so far. So we have squad. Do I have... don't seem to have any inventory available right now. Yeah, inventory is not available. Not like that. But it will become available later. So, before we look around here though, let's just end this episode and continue reading a few of those codex entries and learning about Jacob and Miranda in the next one. Like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and